This other question I just had to answer because I have the same question myself. What does America want? If not impressive vocals or strong musicality? I had this question ready and already had my answer, and it got thrown out the window when Fritz didn't make it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Clark Beckham. I'm your host for the Idol Breakdown. We're going from top 5 to top 3. Here we go. HunterGirl. Sounds a little nasally to me, almost like she has a cold in the beginning on the Nas, and then it kind of just stayed the whole time. I feel like this round shows us how good Carrie Underwood really is. And I also think it gives the country singers a disadvantage because Fritz and Leah are able to sing Carrie Underwood songs in a way that's gonna keep us from comparing them to Carrie Underwood. But the country singers and HunterGirl and Noah, they don't really have anything else to do but sing a country. They're not gonna put a spin on it and make it an R&B song. But I would have tried to find a way to change it a little bit, because when you sing a Carrie Underwood song or Whitney Houston song or Aretha Franklin, or name the crazy singer, when you sing it just like they did, you're gonna get compared to them, and if you're not as good as they are, that's not gonna be a good thing for you. Judges are praising her big time. Katie said that's the best performance she's ever seen her do. I am calling BS. I don't think it was the best performance, and I don't think Katie thinks it was the best performance. This is when you might start to see a little bit of politics pushing people, certain contestants, that they really want to win. I think HunterGirl is one of those people. Leah. 'Cause I've seen the dark side too. Leah does what Leah always does, which is kill and execute a fantastic performance. She could do country if she wanted to. I don't think that's her thing. She does remind me of like a female John Denver. That just might be like her folksy, quirky, cool vibes. But I bet she loves John Denver. I'll say that. Fritz. Gotta do something to remember. I actually didn't like this performance. This was the first performance that Fritz has done that wasn't killer in a long time, which is a big deal. I thought he was pitchy at the beginning, and then kind of every time he sang that main hook melody of the song, his hair was very disheveled. Like, what's going on, bro? Who's responsible for you in your hair? His big notes are great, and they're always great. He's got that signature, like, oh, I wanna stay forever. Like that big, drawn out, heavy, epic vibrato, put a bunch of words in one belting scream thing. Like, he's really good at that, and he nails that. But other than that, I thought there were some pitch issues that usually aren't there. And I thought this performance was kind of vanilla. This is the video leading up to the finale. So it usually gets the most traffic, which is super exciting. And you guys crushed the like button last week. So if you want to help me get put into those side windows of suggested videos to watch next, hit the like button, and that's exactly, nothing else. Like button and amount of comments puts me there for other people. Noah. Love is all that matters after all. Out here strutting his stuff, walking around the stage. It was clear to me that this was his first time walking around on any stage. He looked a little awkward, but be awkward and just do it and be confident in it, and then it becomes a signature thing. Thought he had great moments, but there were some pitch issues that were pretty substantial, especially the last couple of notes. Definitely coming out of his shell and getting way more comfortable with the process, not just on stage, but off stage and in his interviews and how he talks to the judges and Ryan. That's a big deal. That goes a long way. It endears voters to him, and that's how you win the show. Nicolina. She sounds great with Carrie, which is so typical for her and other contestants too, where it feels like the best they sound is during the mentor session with the celebrity. She mentions that she's got in-ear trouble. Just take one ear out. She says she takes it out every time. Just keep it out. A lot of people do that. And you know, when you are done with the show and it's your show and you can do whatever you want, use monitors and don't worry about in-ears. But yeah, just keep the one ear out. That way you still have what you need directly into your ear canal, but also you hear the room. Once again, she finds a way to get extra production with a fan, some wind going at her, and a cape. It was pretty cool. I thought she started really strong, and I was thinking, ooh, she's gonna be the best so far. And I was so excited to say that. I was so excited to be like, I thought Nicolina was awesome. She was the best of this round. But then the wheels fell off near the end of the song. Brought it together by the end, but still kind of derailed. It sounds like she gets too into it, runs herself out of breath. She'd mentioned to me before that her getting over COVID that she had a while ago looks like her not having the endurance and breath that she used to have. But it seems like she works herself up too much and then just finds herself exhausted. As we end that first round, I think our winner is Leah. Next, we got Phineas singing, and I'm not crazy about the song. The camera angle was kind of cool. I actually liked what he said afterwards the most, and I think he would be a fantastic judge. Phineas would be a fantastic judge. Make it happen. Round 2, we've got it starting off with Leah. Leah is in an entirely different world than anyone else on the show. Her vocal horsepower is that of a Ferrari, and everyone else is a Honda Civic. Now, they have their cool things, and they're great drivers of those Hondas, but Leah is in a class of her own when it comes to her vocal and musical prowess. And especially with Christian out of the competition, she kind of shows out as, oh yeah, you like these country singers and you like Fritz and he's awesome and we love Fritz and he's got so much, yeah, cool. Here's unadulterated vocal dominance. Nails this, knocks it out of the park. Love the arrangement too. She's freaking brilliant. By far the most musically talented contestant of the entire season, and it's showing now more than ever. The Q&A this week will be Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central Time. It's available to everyone, but if you want to actually participate in the chat and ask questions, you have to become a member. How do you become a member? Well, I'm glad you asked. You can click the join button at the bottom of this video or click the link in the description. It's $5 a month. You get to ask questions in this live Q&A, but you also get access to the live stream watch party where we watch Idol together. HunterGirl. I think she does better here, but it's not quite complete. She really had an opportunity. This is one of those songs that you can just stand and deliver. It is a singer's song. She has her great moments. I think she looks great, but she doesn't put it all together vocally here. She also is starting to come off a little corny to me. Just starting to give me that vibe of laughing when nothing's funny, pushing a little bit of the emotion where it feels just a tad bit disingenuous, but that is, I usually don't feel comfortable making that judgment because I don't know what she's feeling and what's in her heart, and I'm sure everything she's saying is true. Next, Idol has this big thing for you should audition for Idol, and I want to say you should. There's such a stigma of, I don't know, man, like, yeah, I sing and stuff, but I don't know if I want to do this TV show thing. It's like the contract's crazy and I don't know if that's like my vibe. Okay, how are you doing right now? It obviously gave me the career that I have now and has done so for countless others and will do so for many of the contestants that we've seen this year. It's a good idea. If you want to audition, even if you don't make it very far, it's a fantastic experience and you should do it. The theme of this second round, by the way, is epic encore songs, which is a stupid theme because that could mean literally anything. Fritz. Being told no is a huge advantage. Luke told Fritz no in his audition, and Harry Connick Jr. told me no in my audition, and all that did to me was motivate me to get home and practice my tail off for the next 4 or 5 months until Hollywood Week came. And it sounds like that's what happened with Fritz too. He is yanking on everyone's heartstrings and it comes across very genuine to me and heartfelt. Looks great. Stay golden, pony boy. Got the white socks like Michael Jackson, the leather jacket. He's walking and moving around stage, jumping around stage. Never seen him do that. I thought this was a great performance from him. And the last note, stare down, was sick. You just stared right into the souls of all of America and then just delivered a real simple note. Oof. That's strong. Today, as I'm recording this, it's actually my birthday. May 15th, I am 30 years old. I'm also currently on tour, I'm on the road. We've got Jacksonville, Tampa, and Atlanta left. If you wanna help us fill our gas tank and pay for some of our food or maybe a coffee, we would love that. I wanna put my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal information. Also, maybe even better, come out to one of the shows. They're really fun. Nicolina.
This is my last night with you.
I thought she crushed parts of this, but once again, falls into the land of inconsistency. She has these superstar moments where I actually preferred her vocal over Adele's in spots of this performance. But then she would do a run that she doesn't really have business trying. And any run that someone doesn't have business trying, that just means something that's under a 90% success rate. And if you miss that bad, that tells me that that's not a run that you hit every time. You gotta hit high percentage shots. That being said, I thought it was a great performance to go out on. A lot of her singing was the best I've heard from her since her audition. At a house concert a couple days ago in Virginia while I'm on this tour, and it was so much fun. If you're interested in throwing one yourself with me singing, then you can hit me up at clarkbeckhambooking@gmail.com.
I need love to keep me warm.
Lastly, we have Noah.
The little boys were saying, Daddy, come out and play.
This was a very good Noah. If you love Noah for what he does, he did it. Just him on acoustic guitar. I don't know how that's considered an epic encore. The interpretation is pretty much wide open, because maybe you want to do an encore that's nice and soft and leave the audience with a warm, heartfelt feeling. That's why the theme is stupid. And then we have the announcement of who's going home. And we lose Nicolina and Fritz, and we continue with Leah, HunterGirl, and Noah. Which brings me to my winners and losers. The winners are clearly country fans. We should have known this was coming when we had Dan make a deep run into the competition, and here we are again. It's not the first time country fans have been winners of the week, and honestly, probably won't be the last. I don't know.
God.
You okay?
There's like a huge bug.
You got it? Where is it?
Ew.
I don't know if the country fan voting block will be defeated. Maybe if they can't decide between HunterGirl and Noah and Team Leah goes ham and gets it done, maybe. But I have a feeling this isn't the last week that country fans will be the winner. Guys, I'm so close to 100,000 followers on Instagram. I'm at 99.2K. If we could get that 100,000 mark, I would lose my mind. The loser of the week is the Groove Crew, because we have lost a Groove Crew member in Fritz on the show. Now, I am not actually torn up about this so much, because Fritz is going to be just fine. He has original music. It's already out. People love him. He's got a great fan base. He has a ton of artistry. We're gonna see him on the finale, so he's not even losing airtime. It's really just a number, and the fact that he didn't win the whole show, which is really not a big deal when you think of the big picture. That brings us to our conspiracy theories. This one comes from Groove Crew member Paul C. Last week, Justin Guarini was put on to introduce singers because they are testing him as a host. Should Seacrest leave? I thought the same thing. I thought the very same thing. And you know what? I think he'd do a great job. If you guys don't know, Justin Guarini was runner-up to Kelly Clarkson. He's also the Mountain Dew guy.
Little sweet sliding down the banister.
I think he would be great. Our first viewer question comes from Lucy Taylor. Louis Simide asked the same question too. Do you think the pimp slot, or the pimp spot, is still a good place to be when the voting window is so small? I don't think so anymore. I think now, first or second is the best, because you give people the most time to vote for you, and the people who are watching behind, they might be able to vote for you still because maybe the show hasn't ended yet. The people who are watching delayed are gonna have an advantage of voting for the first person over the last person. Best way to watch these is as a premiere. They premiere the day after American Idol at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. This other question I just had to answer because I have the same question myself. It's from Amy Bowman. What does America want? What are the key qualities people seem to look for in a winner, if not impressive vocals or strong musicality? I had this question ready and already had my answer, and it got thrown out the window when Fritz didn't make it. What I was gonna say is people look for emotional connection, people that they love, because most voters and most fans of American Idol aren't sitting back in their judge chair saying, who deserves it? Who has the best musicality? Who has the best musical performance? I think this person bested them, therefore I'm gonna vote for that person. Maybe some people do that, but most people go, oh my gosh, I freaking love Fritz, or I love Noah so much, I gotta vote for him. Oh, where is he? I gotta call mom and make her vote too, and I'm gonna make a Google account extra so I can vote for him more. Like that emotional pull, like, oh, I can't get enough of said person. That's what typically brings out the votes to win. But then Fritz went home, so I mean, and he was giving us the most emotional attachment of anybody by far. And Noah hasn't really given us any emotional things. He's very genuine, he's a good old country boy, but that emotional connection isn't there. So I don't know, actually maybe I do know. I think what America wants is a country singer, which, that's fine. It's not my cup of tea, but that's fine. If that's what they want, then that's what they'll get. They've gotten a lot of country singers as winners in the past with great success. So maybe that's just where Idol's going, and maybe that's where they should go. Whatever. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow at the live Q&A, and then next week for our finale.